Welcome to ITTV.
This just in! The global officials that can help all, also known as Got You, have now banned all boogieing and boogie-related movements worldwide. Public safety is the main concern, they say, and people are reminded that boogieing is contagious. Anyone caught boogieing will be dealt with in the harshest terms, police have reported. More at 11.
Old Ben Johnson running down the track. He won the race, but they took his medal back. They tested him, they said he took drugs. But now it looks like so did everyone. Ben Johnson. Remember when Ben Johnson sprinted to the moon? He was so fast, he was home by noon. Then Ben Johnson ran to the Middle East. By supper time, they declared world peace. Thank you, Ben Johnson, for all your service to the world. Thank you, Ben Johnson. You're a national treasure that we don't deserve. Now Ben Johnson just saved another life. It's what he does every day and night. Ben Johnson made me a believer, and now my favorite drink is Cheetah. Thank you, Ben Johnson. Thank you, Ben Johnson. Thank you, Ben Johnson. Thank you, Ben Johnson.
Distinctly unparliamentary.
An esteemed test knitter for exclusive designers. She ain't just some amateur. She was a finalist in Sock Madness. What, you never heard of Sock Madness? The time speed sock knitting competition? She almost took that shit down. Maureen also be on that culturally diverse shit. Need a yarmulke? Need a prayer mat? Maureen's got you covered. So come on down, check out Maureen's handmade goods. Otherwise, me and some of my associates may have to come pay you a visit.
I heard her say a word that I know is distinctly unparliamentary, and I think she may want to withdraw it. The word was F-A-R-T.
The honourable member for Calgary Signal Hill.
Are you serious, Mr. Speaker? Like, is my colleague actually serious? I just gave an impassioned speech about supporting Alberta jobs, and that's what the leader of a political party stands up and has to say? No, I don't withdraw it.
I have a lot to say about the content of my friend's speech. I am deeply concerned, as are all people in this place, for Canadians who are hurting from economic downturn. I would like to speak to that, but the first important, excuse me.
Mr. Speaker, the leader of the Green Party has been probably one of the most vocal opponents of every part of the Alberta economy for the last 10 years, so I will take no lessons from her on this.
And I feel it's important to make something of the member's choice of words, is that she then accused people opposite her for reacting, And in that context, decorum is important and respect is important in this place. I remind those who are now heckling me that you are breaking the rules of this place when you do so. I have never heckled in this place, not once. And I've never used language that was unparliamentary, not once. And I recognize my friend's passion, but I do not forgive, nor do I accept.
Who knew Khadr was spelled K-H-A-D-R? Welcome back, Omar Khadr. It matters to say it. Welcome back, Omar Khadr. You're home. Doesn't it strike you as unusual? I didn't use up my time. No, you didn't.
There's a lot unusual about your speech, Liz, but we're going to take off.
Omar Khadr, you got more class than the whole fucking cabinet. Thank you.
Has your home-based cash business been raided by the federal government? Been charged, convicted, or about to be caught on a marijuana-related charge? Here at the law offices of Greenstein, Litton, Recht, we're here to help you navigate the dank, murky waters of the justice system. If you need your stash hit, we got people that can do that. Need a hookup while you're in the holdup, waiting for your trial? No problem. We got people for that too. Paperwork, research, in-depth investigation. Yeah, we'll get around all that stuff. Maybe. First, let's get comfortable and a little high. Then we can make all the important decisions that will dramatically affect your life. Just listen to a few of my many satisfied clients out on bail.
Greenstein, Litton, and Rex, they really came through for me. I've never met a legal team with such disdain for the legal system.
When it comes to underhanded legal tactics, these guys, they're good.
Really good.
If you've been left high and dry and need help out of a sticky, icky situation, just call 1-800-420-1919 for the most lit legal team in the country. If you want a legal team that will put in long hours, look at legal books, be nice to the judge and jury, well, call someone else. If you want a legal team that gets you and understands your feels, then call Greenstein, Litton, Recht. Call 1-800-420-1919. Greenstein, Litton, Recht, where our motto is legal stuff. Yeah, that's right. The legal stuff.
So, Dixie, we got a lot coming up in the next couple months with the show, and I just need you to be at the top of your game, right? We got some push-up challenges. We got all kinds of songs we got to finish off, and I just need you helping out as much as we can, okay?
Yeah, no problem, boss. You know, I always got your back.
And another thing, Dixie, what are we going to do about Roots? You know, he's been acting pretty shifty lately. I think we got to do something about him. What do you think?
Yeah, who knows what he's got hiding up in that beard. Ooh, that Roots.
I hear you, Dixie. I hear you. Are we going to try to sabotage Roots? Are we going to try to send him some junk food to kind of fatten him up so he can't do the push-ups as well, so we can beat him at the push-up challenge? What do you think, Dixie?
I know he looks pretty soft, but you never know. So I think the best route is just train. Train hard.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Life could be easy, so bright and peachy, but would you want it that way? No rejection, just perfection. Sounds kind of boring to me. We need a little rain, a hint of pain, just a little something to feel.
Welcome to the Irrational Time Studio. That's right. Designed by a boomer. This is where the whimsy is made. Featuring a 1980s triple keyboard, Star Trek bucket chairs. Wow! Is that a lava lamp? That's cool and fun. With novelty-sized studio lighting. Totally unnecessary. And walls that only a stalker would envy. Thank you, and we hope that you will enjoy yourself.
I'm just saying, hey, wear your mask, get the shot. Take care.
How's she going, boys?
Welcome to the Irrational Times live show. And now, it's your host and the lovely assistant.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you, Dixie.
Had no idea you guys were here. Welcome.
I had an idea.
Hey, thanks, Dixie, indeed.
Yeah.
Even there, Frozen Asian. Chuck? Ah, yes, indeed. Oh, Chuck, you sent me something I'd like your opinion on. I will check that out, indeed. And welcome. It's Friday evening. What's going on? Not too much. Pretty quiet Friday evening. And we're all chilled out. No one can do anything. Nothing's open around here anyway, so what are we going to do? So, here we are. You know, not
Should be locked in.
It's nothing new over the last year and a half or so whatever.
Well, there's something new in my life. I thought cancer trumped COVID, but apparently it doesn't.
Yeah, the last time they had the hard lockdown, I heard that they, cancer patients were getting their treatments stopped.
Yes.
And then you had the other side saying, "Oh no, that was just a conspiracy theory or whatnot. That was just."
I'm living in history.
but it is true. Hey there, Daryl. Real talk. Good evening.
So I'm a little.
And winning TV. Oh no, my bro's not here. Got no bros here tonight. But yeah. So the lovely assistant won't be going away anywhere for a while. She'll be around.
Yeah, that's going away.
That's a good news. Although the let's see here. That's the treatment that was helping her. That has been helping her.
Yes, the treatment was going great, but then
Yes.
COVID got involved somehow.
Yeah. Just another 2 weeks. Just another couple weeks.
Whatever.
Anywho, we have some some news clips or whatever I found from around the way, and some all kinds of stuff. And I have a new song today for Mother's Day.
Ooh.
Now I know it's early, but we don't do shows in the weekends. Nikki says, "Congrats on cancer winning around 2 more weeks." Woo! Yeah, exactly. Oh, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. But
Yes.
Frozen Asian, yeah, they are. The medical facilities are definitely kicking out cancer patients now.
I know.
And
I thought it trumped COVID, but goddamn COVID.
no, COVID wins. Apparently, literally, basically, has all the elements of the flu. Wins. Yeah. Oh wow. Kitty says a man died because COVID stopped him from getting heart surgery. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
it's terrible.
Now, luckily, the lovely assistant doesn't have anything that's terminal.
No, it's not terminal, but it's still annoying.
Yes, it's very annoying.
That isn't, but I am not terminal, but I'm very annoyed.
Very annoyed. But
maybe everything's all good.
Oh, everything's all good.
Yeah.
Yes. That's, other than that,
I get over it.
other than all of that, Life is terminal, Nikki says. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But regardless, do you know what? There's new stuff to be, had here today. Let's see.
Yay.
Let's live while we're alive.
New song.
New song, yeah.
For Mommy's Day.
For Mommy's. Well, don't get too excited. Because it's actually, it's not necessarily for you as a mother, because, you have, anyways, we'll tease that a little bit. Okay. We'll do the boring stuff first.
Sure.
Just because, the network brass is around tonight, and we like to do all the important stuff first. Good evening there, Mr. Fun Kimmy. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. And she does have, and the lovely assistant does have a new jib jab, but we'll actually pile that in with the mommy segment.
Sure.
Trying to think of anything else to talk about before, other than that we have a push-up challenge brewing.
Yes.
That I
like it.
Some people might think it's a joke, and I assume it actually is, but you never know, just in case it isn't. And I started off by filming myself doing 50 push-ups.
50, I saw that. Wow.
Well,
Alice did 3 the other
50
night.
push-ups.
Daryl says he can do 3. You did 50. You blew them out of the water.
Well, I counted the last, I counted like 40, 48 and up, just to make it look like I did 50.
You had too much clothes on.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're not going to turn into that kind of thing.
I just
Anyways,
joking.
So look, I threw it out there. I did a few push-ups on camera. Now someone top that, and then we'll go back and forth.
Okay. Nice.
That's how we'll do that. Anyways, just stupidity. Yeah, well, there you go. Roots is crazy enough to make it into a real challenge. Yeah, exactly. Well, wow, Chris can do 1 cock push-up. We'll put that on BitChute, or go on Bitwave and do that. Apparently, Stop Speeding was masturbating all over Bitwave. Bitwave is all sticky now with Stop Speeding.
Well, Chris won't be alone if he goes there.
Yikes. Yeah, there you go. Indeed. So, let's see. What else do we... in the meantime. Yes. In the meantime, let's watch just well, yeah, let's hope that the push-up contest does come into, turn into something anyway, because I would love to, compete for your affection, which I've won over the last almost going on, over 25 years.
Yeah.
I still can't say going on 30 yet, but anyways.
I think it's close to 30 and 25.
We are
like
not
to disagree.
We're
on
not
that.
that old. Well, let's see. Is there anything fun before we get on to this? Oh, okay. So we have up here in Canada, we have this amazing new bill called Bill C-10, and it's all about what they're saying is. They're saying it is for the fact that our Canadian culture gets included in the broadcasting kind of
more
cycle.
Canadian content?
They want more Canadian content on places like Netflix and on YouTube. They want to push our Canadian content. But there was a controversial little clause it put in there, right? And which people are saying that it might limit our freedom of speech, which we may or may not actually have. We're not. I mean, we're not all 100% sure that we actually have such things. But in the off chance that we do, this bill may infringe on those rights, which we do have a charter rights. So we can take a peek at one of these political talking heads, explain it, and talk to us plebs about it, and try to convince us, otherwise that this is not going to infringe on our imaginary freedom of speech. But let's see here. I don't know if I watched the whole thing already, but let's check this out. I don't know who she is, but we'll get there.
It's been made by the governing party that Canadians shouldn't worry. They would, there would never be an imposition on their freedom and what they post on social media. But at the end of the day, if it's not there, it's not there. In other words, if the protection isn't granted, then there's no protection.
The Liberal government is facing accusations it's putting Canadian free speech at risk. The uproar stems from an amendment made to the government's broadcasting bill, that is C-10, and the change would allow the country's broadcasting watchdog to regulate content uploaded to social media. Stephen Guilbeault is the Minister of Canadian Heritage. He's in Montreal and joins us. Minister, thank you very much for taking the time this evening.
Malevolent bystander said, but I've already seen the Trailer Park Boys. It is true. Sometimes when you think about Canadian content, I'm not sure what else there is that... I mean, if I think about it, I could be wrong. But not everyone's into The Littlest Hobo like myself.
Right.
Like, the Trailer Park Boys did definitely make a dent.
Then you need a time machine for The Littlest Hobo.
Well, of course. But was there any other TV shows that that made it? We've had lots of celebrities be, deported to the States, over the years that have become famous. But not too many specific Canadian TV shows have been picked up. Anyways. And Kitty B nailed it on the head. Lou Dog says The Littlest Hobo is dope. I agree. I love it. This is the funniest part, because wait till you hear this gentleman talk about how it's protecting Canadian culture.
Right.
But in other conversations, the Canadian culture is a broad term that that kind of encompasses a lot of different things to some people, and other people, not so much of those things. So, and wow, that's being very vague and broad and safe about it. Basically, how much of like, immigrant culture are we gonna, kind of, what kind of culture are they defending, basically? I'm not sure, they're not clear about that. It could be anything, the way that things are going here, basically, when you're talking about the way immigration goes and what...
Well, the Canadian government loves the Indigenous, so I assume they're talking about them.
I'm sure that that's a part of it. But let's see what he has to say.
Good evening.
Good evening, David.
I know C-10 was brought about to try to get some accountability from the Netflixes of the world, to get them to contribute to Canadian content in the way that traditional broadcasters do. But this amendment was put in, and you stood up when it was introduced and talked about this exclusion that was part of the bill to basically protect user-generated content, to make it so that somebody putting something up on social media would not somehow, even inadvertently, be affected by this. You touted that. And now it is gone from the bill. What changed?
Nothing. Bill C-10, as you said in your introduction, is about ensuring that web giants pay their fair share when it comes to Canadian culture, like traditional Canadian broadcasters do. It's not a bill about content moderation. The CRTC, in its more than 40 years of operation, has never moderated content that we hear on the radio, that we see on TV. The CRTC doesn't say, oh, well, this is good, this is bad.
But they kind of do. I mean, what does he think they do? I mean, that's kind of what they do. They're like the people that say you're allowed to say these words or those words. Fine, fair enough, for whether it's swear words or whatever. But also, there's no way that, I don't know. There's no way that certain ideas would be allowed on the air. And now I'm not sure, to be honest, who's above who. At this point. Is the media above the government, or is the government above the media, and who's telling who to say what? But, yeah, our FCC, exactly. So, well, you know what? I mean, this guy, you just wait and see. The more he goes on and talks, the more that it sounds like he's trying to explain, to his wife about why there's some foreign brassiere in the closet.
This bill is about ensuring that companies like Netflix, Spotify, but also YouTube, which is the largest distributor of music in Canada, pay their fair share when it comes to Canadian culture. That's all it is about. It has nothing to do with content moderation. And the allegations by the Conservative Party are ludicrous, and they're 100% false. It has nothing to do with reality. It is totally fabricated.
But your original iteration of this bill took the step to actually put an exclusion in there so that people, user-generated content, would not be touched by this bill. And now that exclusion is gone from the current iteration. So I don't understand why it was valuable enough to put it in there before, but not valuable enough to keep it there now.
The bill is about ensuring that these companies pay their fair share. There's nothing about content moderation. User-generated content will not be affected by the amendment. I mean, can you imagine the CRTC?
But then why was it there in the first place? Why was it there in the first place?
Going after people posting pictures or videos of their cats. Like, imagine for 1 second.
This is what he's trying to say. And good evening there, younger brother. Titanic.
Not youngest.
No, I was thinking about that. I'll talk about that another time or whatever. But I had my other younger brother on the other day, and I got called out for calling him little, and my little brother. And it's just a habit now. We'll talk about that another time. I thought that was funny though. I was thinking about it. Anyways, this guy thinks. Hope everything's going good, sir. Hope to see you soon. By the way.
Yes.
Well, we'll see. Anywho, this guy thinks that the CRTC, and he thinks that we actually think that we're worried about cat videos and cat pictures and pictures of our food being policed. That's not what is happening already on the internet. Is he not little? Okay, well, yeah, but I mean, look, I understand the complaint, but regardless. But imagine making imagine making the comparison to it's just so I don't know how to put it, but it's condescending to say the least that he thinks that we can't see that it's more than just cat videos. Already, it's not even forget the CRTC, because we don't need the CRTC to police us enough. YouTube, Facebook, they're already doing that so much more, right? It's ridiculous. Yes, Titanic, well, we just went over that at the very beginning of the show, and you missed that. We won't be needing your services or your hospitality to pick us up and take us to the city, or the lovely assistant, I should say, because all of her appointments have been canceled because of the, under the current government, the travel restrictions. That's the way she goes. COVID. I've had people from down the road that were supposed to come over and record songs cancel. Wah. And so, I mean, they were going to pay me a good chunk of money to record a song, so wah. Anyways, it's bullshit, right? And anyways, isn't that peachy? Yeah. But, sorry, I just the disingenuous nature of this gentleman here, I don't even know who it is. I've seen him around, but I don't know who he is. To say that we can't see that it's, I mean, like our food and cat videos and our workout things, like no one cares about that stuff. Well, now they do with the workout stuff, just in case they want to find out what gym if you're at a gym, they want to, make sure that that gym gets closed down. But anyways, let's see what he says here. So, because I'll give this to the CBC. They keep up some kind of run, because I listen to the radio and I see the Twitter. I very rarely watch the TV. Right? But when I see this whenever I see the CBC on TV, they're way more fair and balanced and try to play both sides of the field than on the radio and Twitter. On the radio, they're activists, and on Twitter, they're activists. On the TV, they try to pretend like they're not. But I know better because I see every article they publish on Twitter is ridiculous. Most stories on the radio are far left and biased, that is. And it's this guy. Well, I mean, listen, he pushes a little bit. Let's check it out. Yeah, CBC is fake news, right? But it's amazing how I guess I'm not sure if that's like a part of something what you'd call gaslighting, but it's part of something that where a lot of older people, and specifically watch the TV. So if I talk to someone who's over 55 or 60, and I say CBC is like a radical leftist organization, they're going to think I'm nuts because they're just watching the TV. They don't see the tweets that are constantly race baiting. They don't listen. Maybe they do listen to the radio. I don't know, but I mean, the radio to me is just as far left as yeah. Well, some people do. Some people do, Buddy Burger.
That the CRTC trying to do that. I mean, the member of parliament who you had on the clip just before I was there talked about the fact that if it's not there, the protection doesn't exist. It's ridiculous. I mean, we have in Canada laws and regulations about freedom of speech. We have the Charter, and in fact, the bill does refer to the Charter. And every bill that is adopted by Parliament must go through an assessment by the Department of Justice. The Ministry of Justice as to whether or not it conforms with Canadian laws and regulations. So again, this idea that we're going after content that people would post, that's not it. But if YouTube is acting like a broadcaster when it comes to music, then they should be treated like a broadcaster. And what the bill, the bill is not about content moderation. The bill is about ensuring that these platforms that act like broadcasters pay their fair share when it comes to Canadian culture. So it's about spending obligations, spending requirements. It's not about content moderation.
So
it's more of that Canadian culture talk.
I'm going to flip the question for a moment here, Minister, because it was important enough to put that exclusion there in the first place. Now it's gone. Why was it important in the first place to put it there?
We're not interested. I mean, it's not what the bill is about.
I mean, I hear you saying you're not interested, but there literally was an exclusion that was put in the
Don't you love that? Wow, hey, squirming.
original iteration of that bill, the thing that was reviewed, and then it got to committee, and bingo, bango, bongo, the exclusion is gone. So why was it important to put it there in the first place, such that now the committee has removed it?
Well, I mean, the committee decides what they want. The bill, first of all, the committee hasn't even finished doing its work in terms of the amendments. So we don't have a full picture of what the bill will look like when it comes back to the House of Commons for third reading.
Would you like to see the exclusion back in there?
It's not necessary. I mean, so
if it's not necessary, why was it there in the first place?
Well, you know, we've worked on this for many months. We came up with what we thought would be the best possible bill, but bill can always be perfected. They will be amended, and it's not the purpose of the bill. So it's not required to be there because, I mean, this idea that the CRTC would start doing content moderation has no basis in reality. In its 40 years of existence, it has never done that. It doesn't have the power to do that. Bill C-10 doesn't grant the CRTC the power to do that. So this whole conversation makes no sense.
But a former CRTC chair, Peter Menzies, has said, I'll quote here, granting a government agency authority over legal user-generated content doesn't just infringe on free expression, it constitutes a full-blown assault on it. That is from a former CRTC chair.
And I could quote you. I've spoken 2 weeks ago to an ex-CRTC chair who said that social media platforms like YouTube should be subjected to Bill C-10. I could quote you the Coalition for the Diversity of Cultural Expressions, representing 2,000 artists and musicians and technicians in Canada, 2,000 businesses, saying that I mean, the Conservative Party is sacrificing culture on the altar of partisanship. That's what I mean. And even, I mean, a Conservative member from Alberta, Kevin Waugh, criticized Bill C-10 for not going far enough because it didn't make sure that companies like YouTube paid their fair share. But you know what's happening? I mean, obviously, the parent company of YouTube, Google, isn't happy about that. And I think initially some Conservative members wanted to support and thought that we should be going after companies like YouTube. And these are powerful companies. I mean, they're among the wealthiest companies in the world, and the Conservative Party is getting cold feet, and they're running for the hills. That's what's happening.
Minister,
because the Bloc is supporting us, the NDP is supporting us, and the Greens are supporting us. There's one party that's running for the hills and siding with web giants, and that's the Conservative Party of Canada.
Minister, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Anyways, I always like to follow that because that's what I kind of I remember the Jordan Peterson talking about the language police back, a bunch of years ago, and that seemed to come true a little bit. And anyways, whatever. That's the newest round of that. Yeah, you can just feel the BS coming out of him, right? I mean, it's just like, I don't think that stutter's just a natural stutter. I think he was stumbling. That was a oh my god, that was amazing. Yeah, just stumbling around on the on the questions. Yeah, it is amazing though that they kind of hit him up on that. And then, because this is from, what did I found this? Because there's there's a bill called C-10 from, I don't know, 10 years ago, is it? About that? Something like that. Let me see if I can find the, 2008. Wow, there you go. Bill C-10 from, this hour is 22 minutes, and this is just a quick one. Oh, you were expecting the, that's all, folks? Yeah. F for our media. Yeah. Let's check this out. So they had another Bill C-10. And again, they were trying to shape it like the conservative government was, it's a different kind of thing. Now, before I show this, I guess, my argument to this other gentleman that was arguing that we needed the Canadian culture, kind of pushed out there at an equal, equitable way.
Right.
Well, I would say to them, it's like, well, let's make more shows that people want. That's what I would say,
Right.
Because if we make more shows or music or whatnot that people want, then people will buy it. The world will buy it. But I thought you were gonna have something to come back. I thought you were gonna clap back. Oh, okay. Huh. Thought you were gonna clap back.
Sorry now.
Hey, Shizzo, good day. So this was 22 minutes, 10, 11 years ago or so, about Bill C-10, the movie. Go figure. This is 10 years ago. Now, right now, we're living in some kind of time warp paradox. I don't know what. Don't ask me how. Oh, the Rick Mercer report, not
On the heels of a new bill denying tax credits to movies the Harper government deems offensive, comes a film so gripping it will keep you on the edge of your seat, so moving it will make you laugh and cry, and so middle of the road that it got funding. It's Bill C-10, the motion picture, an inoffensive story about a little boy and his dog.
Gee, Shep, I don't know if we'll make it all the way back to town in time for the big hockey game.
A little boy, his dog, and a hockey game. And bonnets from the turn of the century.
What's wrong with this?
Get back to town, Mr. Canada Post mailman.
I am not in the business of letting people down. I'm a mailman.
Followed the adventures of Pete, Shep, and their new friend, Gore the Indomitable Mail Carrier. Special appearance by Snow, not the rapper, The White Precipitation.
Well, that was Snow's nickname.
Gee whiz, Gord, you really saved the mail.
I didn't save the mail, Pete. The mail saved me.
A boy, his dog, a hockey game, bonnets, and a postal worker. If you only see one Canadian film this year, it better be this one, because it's the only one that got made. Director David Cronenberg shows he can work with the rules in Bill C-10, the motion picture.
When I grow up, I want to cut business taxes.
Hilarious. Yeah, without the laugh track, you wouldn't know when to laugh. Amazing. Hobo Chili, you, oh my god, you missed just the revolution. It was televised. It was earlier. You missed it. Yeah, just horrible Canadian humor. What are you gonna do? It's so old and bad. But yeah, there's literally on this, literally, bro, on the stop sign just across from my house, there's literally still a stop, and then underneath it says Harper. Can you imagine? When was the last time Harper was in office? And now it's still there. Anyways, but this was all kind of anti-Stephen Harper, I guess, with whatever he was doing with that.
I have so much regrets. It worked. Poor Stephen Harper, I didn't give him a chance. It was just like, I'm supposed to not like him. I don't like him. I don't know anything about the guy.
Yeah, no, me neither. I feel the same way. When he was in office, I didn't really care to find out, or just didn't. I wasn't political really until
No.
I don't know, until just near the end of his, around 2009 or whatever, 10. He was still in for a little bit, but he was always not really a big player anyway.
No, Jean Chrétien.
Indeed. So, look, you know what? Oh, nice, got it. We need to take a quick break, though. Just a quick one, and then we come back with a new song and talk about, our moms. And, and then I'll we'll get into some things about Mother's Day and moms and women and everything like that. And but until then, why don't we just take a quick break and we'll be right. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Click. Hi, everybody. Are you ready to chill? 'Cause it's time to chill like you've never chilled before. We really hope you're liking the show. There's a super cool way that you could let us know. The Streamlabs link is down below. If you want to help out, if you feel like giving us a little bit of dough, well, every little bit helps. We know that times are tough, and everybody seems to have it rough. Like my bad knee and her sore back, and our little cat Timmy is addicted to crack. Our landlord's tossing us in 7 days, so donate $5 and we'll be saved. Lickety split, you could even send a message and a video clip. The Streamlabs link is down below. If you want to help out, if you feel like giving us a little bit of dough, well, every little bit helps. Oh, thanks so much, everybody. Oh, who knew that chilling could be so fun?
Click. Winning TV invites you to enjoy our lineup of shows. Tuesday nights with Phil on the H&S Show at 6:30 p.m. Thursday nights on the H&S Show, hosted by myself and Victor Von Schroom of The Victor Show at 6:30 p.m. Saturday nights with Promises Kept, hosted by myself and the Southern Belle, Doc Martin, at 8 p.m. And after that, we have The Speakeasy, hosted by myself and the Southern Belle, Doc Martin, at 9:15 p.m. with an ensemble of co-hosts that may include Minister of Fun Timmy, Iceman 4433 Christy, Stefan, UK Neil, Victor, Sandra, Grandma, and many more of your favorite online personalities. All shows are Eastern Standard Time. Join us and follow Winning TV on DLive to get all of the politics, worldviews, bizarre, and fun whimsy you desire.
Well, I'm so above you, and it's plain to see, but I came to love you anyway. So you hold my heart out, and I don't mind bleeding. Any old time to keep me waiting. Oh, I got a love that keeps me waiting. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. I got a love that keeps me waiting.
And now, back to the show.
Ooh, thanks a lot. Hey, evening there, Victor. And Shriva and everybody else. Right on. Well, let's talk about music. Well, actually, do you know what? I mean, well, we'll get to music, but I'm going to talk about moms.
Oh, I'm one of them.
Yes, you are.
I am.
You're a fine mom.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I mean, we're older, so our moms come from like a different generation. So, you know, we're different, well, very different than our parents were, you know, as most generations are. What are you going to do? So, you know, I guess I can explain just a little bit why I do enjoy politics. It's not just because everyone else is doing it on the internet, apparently. You know, that's what I've discovered. But, like, my mom was into politics and a local politician in a way. You know, she worked with politicians and, in the local and the town municipality, helping get stuff for our town. She ran for mayor years ago in the 90s, I guess, and didn't win because... well, as far as I can remember, when I was like 14 or 15, and so I do recall a good chunk of it. She got a call to deliver some booze to a certain address, and she didn't do it. And anyways, that's all. You know, who knows outside of that? But whatever. She ran on a recycling campaign. Mm-hmm. Anyways. So, like, when I was younger, I loved politics, you know, and even when I was, like, literally 6, you know, which I was right into. I could name every premier in the stupid country. Now I can barely name my own. Well, I know it's Ian Rankin because of the other night, but he's brand new. Anyways.
Ian Rankin.
So, you know, I say all this because what I'm going to play, you know, my mom was a great woman, you know, and she taught me respect, you know, and how to, you know, treat women and all this. So, and such, and I wanted to preface that before I play what I play because it's horribly disrespectful to women.
Right.
But it's all in a good fun.
Okay.
In a way.
So this does not reflect on any of the women that are in your life.
No, because none of you are single.
Perfect.
Moms. Well, sorry. I hope you know. Of course, there's a lot of single moms, which we don't. Hopefully, they understand that it's all a joke, you know, and that kind of thing to some extent. Anyway,
let's hear it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Well,
I do.
I mean, there was a campaign. I mean,
I
started.
do not know of this song.
Well, there was a campaign started.
Super cool.
Oh my goodness, there's a communication coming through.
Chuck donated $3. Thanks a lot. You rock. Did they ever catch that gorilla that stole your weed?
They never did. He came in and he took my drumsticks too. The gorilla who stole my weed. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate that. So anyways, there was like this campaign, and I'm gonna check that thing out later, Chuck, for sure that you sent me. See what that's all about. There's your Canadian content for you, the about. But there was a campaign basically started. I think Najmir and Nightwave Nightwave may have started the. I'm not sure if he started the idea. Don't quote me on that, but I heard about it through him. About basically, the campaign would be like the Single Moms Day, like asking where's the dad kind of thing.
Right.
So that's what this is all based around. We'll say, yeah. So in this little ad campaign and song / we ask ourselves, where's the dad? And let's see if we can find the answers, if you will. So enjoy. And no offense to any of you, ladies out there that we know in the chat, any single moms. You know, God bless y'all.
Right.
But I can't help myself.
This Mother's Day, we're celebrating the single mom. So give your single mom the gift she doesn't even know she needs. The gift of self-reflection, questioning her actions and taking an honest look at her role in the breakdown of the relationship that left her the needlessly proud single mom she is. Did she cook, clean, and fulfill all the necessary duties to provide a functioning household? Or was she busy building a social media empire for her Etsy shop? Was she faithful, or trying to sleep her way to a higher standard of living, only to be ditched by a guy that was using her the same way she was trying to use him? So with a little bit of shame and self-awareness, maybe we can get your single mom back on track and wonder, was I the problem?
To all the single moms on Mother's Day, you gotta ask yourself, where's the dad?
This message has been brought to you by DAM, Dads Against Misguided Moms.
To all the single moms on Mother's Day, let's all sing along to the things that went wrong. To all the single moms on Mother's Day, you gotta ask yourself, where's the dad? Did you drive him away? him insane. Make him go crazy with the things that you'd say to all the single moms on Mother's Day. Let's all sing along to the things that went wrong. To all the single moms on Mother's Day. You gotta ask yourself, where's the dad? Were you messing around and then you got caught? You thought you'd move on cause you think you're so hot. To all the single moms on Mother's Day, you gotta ask yourself, where's the dad? Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Hobo says all these moms can get it.
Wow.
What do you think?
It's very good. I'm
Yeah?
just, wow.
Well, is that
That's
not...
all.
You're not offended?
I'm not offended. I'm not a single mom, though, but I don't think it's offensive. I think it's funny.
Nikki says so many women pose with that stock photo. I know. Can you can't imagine my surprise today when I go to make that video because I had the song written like a month ago, to be honest. But the pictures of the video I just made today quickly,
Right.
and holy Lord, when I kind of looked it up,
ready for
there a woman shrugging. Oh my goodness. Was there not an endless list of of women shrugging behind a white scene?
Right.
Which, because I mean, there was lots of more women shrugging. I could have picked different ones, but the white scenes, I found it nice to work with. Oh, thanks a lot, Chuck. I appreciate that. And everyone loves the women I chose. There was a couple in there that looked kind of scary, though. I mean, maybe it was the shaking effect I used. I don't know.
Aren't all women scary?
Not to me, no. Because believe it or not, I don't. It's weird because I do that as a joke, and I'm by no means a feminist, but I mean, I love because I love. I mean, I love yourself and both my moms. I have two moms. Don't get it wrong. I was adopted and I met my biological family.
It's not
and
like my two dads.
It's not like my two dads, no. And my mom that lives kind of far away, that is still around. I don't get to see her nearly. She's too far away to see very often. But I love her just the same. But what are you gonna do? I have to do the comedy sometimes. I can't help myself.
Right.
But I don't know why I felt the need to. Budgie Burger wants electronic music. Well, I don't know if I can play what I do have a new electronical music song coming out. Electronical. I just made up a word.
That's
I like that.
great.
Actually, two of them. One of them, which will be out very soon, because I made it for someone that it was a present for, anyways, a third party. But there's another one that I made for a gentleman who I don't know if he's going to do a show or not. But anyways, electronic music isn't my forte by any means.
Right.
But I do enjoy trying, And I hear, I did get a message from a little birdie that Mersh wants me to make, whatchamacallit, a little song for his donation sound.
Ah.
So.
Cool.
But anyways, whatever. That's
I see.
a whole other thing.
Well, since
Mother's
you
Day.
played a Mother's Day song, I might have done some Mother Day tips.
Well, and this is kind of in the same vein as far as no, she's not single, but I mean, it's.
But he's not the daddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
her
whatever.
Children and his.
I mean, this is just a big yikes all around, if you can only imagine.
Mhm.
It's everyone's now. I guess I can say this too to preface this. I really want to find a pair of bloomers,
Right.
like old lady panties,
Right.
but like large,
Right.
and put them in some kind of huge Ziploc bag and pull them out, and I can green screen myself and looks Maximus's background because I have a shot of it where he's not in the room, so it's perfect. And I would take them out, and I would reveal that they are in this person's. That they are the panties of the person in this jib jab, who is Shandy for Christ and her man, whatever his name is. Enjoy.
That bad, I didn't throw away what I had. How did I land such a looker? I never got caught with the hook. It's not like she got hit with Cupid. I just didn't do anything stupid. I leave the seat up and I fart and snore. You fart and snore! But I don't have a creepy office and a button under my desk that locks the door. I don't go to the gym. You're not a hunk. I'm a 6 out of 10. And if you're drunk, so how'd I get a 10? I'll tell you again. I never made out with her best friend, Ashley Madison. I never signed in. I didn't screw up.
Happy Mother's Day to Shani O by the lovely assistant. Look at that now. Good job. Good job indeed. Nice. I guess his name is Jason, Kitty says. To be
Yes,
honest, yeah, I
Jason.
don't. Jason. Oh no, Frozen says Jason the baby carrot. Baby carrot dick. Oh my goodness.
I watched some burnt toast last night, and I'm obsessed with Shani, and I just had to jib jab it.
You've enjoyed jib jabbing Shani in the past. That's
Mhm.
not your first roller coaster ride. What roller
No.
coaster? It's not your first jab at
Thank you very
the
much.
Shani, but yeah, that was pretty funny though. But yeah, Burnt Toast did a pretty good job. I saw a few minutes of it, but you watched a good chunk of it, almost all of it.
I sure did.
Hmm.
My goodness.
So that was what was she making? She was making macaroni and cheese.
Oh, good lord.
But what did you say? She put a hunk of butter in it.
A stick.
A stick of butter.
Fancy German butter or something.
But it didn't melt. Like
It didn't melt, no. Because
Okay.
she poured the milk in to cool it down. I don't know. It was, and then she put Doritos and all.
You know, I could be wrong, but I don't enjoy crunchy things with the mac and cheese like that. I could be off. Maybe I've never tried it, so maybe I shouldn't knock it. But it doesn't seem like a thing that would be great for my tastes. But anyways,
But yeah. It was
So-
very good coverage of grossness.
yeah, they did good.
A whole lot of chicken nuggets, eh, kitty?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Holy cow.
There was like 40 chicken nuggets on a pan. That was for how many of them? Nikki says try it with Cheetos. Oh, sorry, it's KD, not mac and cheese. My younger brother
Right.
says.
Right, it was Katie. She fancied it. She added cheese and Doritos.
Nice, right on.
Bleh.
I don't know.
And a stick of butter.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that, Kitty. Did you know I saw? Oh yeah, I saw you in the burnt toast chat. You were the only person I knew there.
Right.
So I'm assuming I found them through you.
It was great.
Could I be wrong about that? But you were the only person I saw in there. And did I say hi? I must have said hi.
I believe so.
Or you did. I don't know. I usually try to if I see people I know. Yeah, you were yelling at the screen. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Shani, it was interesting.
Oh my goodness, we never did find out how the cupcakes turned out. I don't think, or I missed
Oh
that.
my God, she had the through JJ it was okay. She had the pan with the little muffins, and she dumped oil in it. She just dumped oil so it, like into a pan so it wouldn't stick. But I mean that was.
But then she put tinfoil over the oil. Like it made no sense. The tinfoil was not going to stick to the pan. Yeah, she never showed, so I don't think it worked.
There you go. I don't know.
Yeah. So many questions.
I smell burnt toast. That's right.
I
What-
did last night.
Let's see. I wonder if they know about that clip. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to give burnt toast this.
If you
this
hammer
clip.
on more.
I believe they would like this. This is a very important Canadian content we got here. It's one of our heritage minutes. Now, so, we like to check these out occasionally.
Hmm.
Let's see this one, if we remember.
More Canadian content.
So, toast is burning.
Toast is not.
Every time she has a seizure, she smells something burning. Now,
If we can provoke that smell by probing the surface of the brain, we'll find the source of the seizures. Mrs. Gold, do you feel anything?
And see the most wonderful lights.
And now what do you feel?
Did you pour cold water on my hand, Dr. Penfield?
Now what?
Oh,
What is it, Mrs. Gold?
burnt toast. Dr. Penfield, I can smell burnt toast.
Burnt toast.
Dr. Wilder Penfield. He cured my seizures and hundreds more. They say he drew the roadmap of the human brain. We just called him the greatest Canadian alive.
we just called him the greatest Canadian alive. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all. Nothing. No big deal. He was just. Oh, I need to echo. The greatest Canadian alive, alive.
He mapped the human brain.
Yeah, do you know, Frozen? You're right. That was a little graphic for TV, for just like a public service announcement.
They were right in there.
Now, there were some worse ones that I'm not going to bother playing that were very graphic that they used to play in the early 2000s. Oh my goodness. You remember those where she drops the oil on herself?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, those are all bad.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
I'd rather...
They might be workplace as opposed to judgment.
Yes. Yes, you're right, I believe.
Like, I think, yeah, like people falling off ladders and...
Yeah, that's no good. But what we really want is, if we want Canadian content, we want this.
Here we go.
Oh, Chaz, I'm just going to pause there for a quick second. Chaz, that's what film. These are Canadian Heritage Minutes produced by the government back in the early 90s, I would say.
You can't do this, Jacques. It's never been done before.
Mr. Blake.
You can't see down with that thing.
Mr. Blake.
Jacques.
So he gets hit in the face with a puck. Goalies never...
Find something.
Just for the record, this is how awesome, Canadians are. We played hockey. The goaltenders never wore face masks back in the, back in the day. Is that awesome or is that crazy? I don't know. You tell me.
Jacques, I'm telling you for the last time.
Are the Canadians finished? Is Plant coming back on the ice? Come on, give us something, will you? How many stitches? Gentlemen, please.
Yeah, it's the talkies, see?
On November 1st, 1959, Jacques Plant of the Montreal Canadiens broke with tradition.
You're a brave man, Mr. Plant, standing up to him like that.
That's right.
And changed the face of hockey forever.
Uh-oh, here we go. Watch this, watch this. Ooh, not today, Satan. He lived to play another period.
Sure did.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Well, then we got this one. They weren't all hockey and I forget the first one. Oh yeah, they weren't all hockey and brain surgery. That's quite the dichotomy there. The Astro one was good. The one with the robot in the space. That was a great one. I saw someone say That's true, Frozen. I think our PSAs were better than better than our TV shows. There was no curling one, but there was. I'll look up the basketball one in a second. The basketball one is classic. These are only a minute long, so I'm gonna check this one out. This is from Winnie the Pooh. This is our Canadian culture that's been exported, I guess. This is This is the early Trailer Park Boys. Winnie the Pooh was the original Trailer Park Boys.
So you'll be fighting in France tomorrow, huh? Well, good luck, Captain Caldwell. Oh, and you can be sure we'll take very good care of the bear. You are noting that it's the official mascot of the 2nd Canadian Infantry Brigade?
Yes, sir.
So long, Winnie.
That's right.
You'll be a good girl while I'm gone.
Why Winnie, sir?
From my hometown, Winnipeg.
Oh, Daddy, I just love Winnie. Couldn't we take him home with us?
Christopher Robin, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write some stories about Winnie, and Mr. Shepherd here will draw some pictures.
Oh, Daddy, let's call him Winnie the Pooh.
Why Pooh, son?
I don't know, just Winnie the Pooh.
And that's how a young Canadian soldier's bear inspired 4 volumes of stories and verse that still sell millions of copies around the world.
Yeah, there you go. Well, so Winnie the Pooh was based on, the bear that was the mascot for the Canadian Infantry, for a division of the Canadian Infantry.
Right.
So it was a British person who wrote it, but it was based on a Canadian mascot. Yeah, those for some reason, the scene at the end where the kid is walking on the rocks, for some reason, to me that's like a weird, iconic, like Canadian kind of thing. Don't ask me
Get
why.
back a little further.
Why? What do you want? Take it back.
Well, pause it right there. Like, there is a zebra and a donkey just hanging out there.
Where?
When he goes hop right there.
Oh. So this is in London, right after, this is 10 years after the First World War. Were there just, London, there was zebras and stuff around here? Yeah, that's crazy.
Never noticed that before, but I'm like,
Yeah.
zebras just chilling.
Yeah, let's see.
And that's how a young Canadian soldier's bear.
I was this.
inspired
I always remember those feet on the ground. Anyways, whatever. We'll watch one more and then call it a night. the best one, one of the best ones, is the basketball one. That should do enough, I think. Beauty. Oh. Here, one sec. I'll even take this off. Yeah, the peach baskets is always the best quote.
Carry it, dribble it, dribble it, Frank, dribble it. Frank, shoot.
Is this some kind of Canadian joke, sir? I mean, I know you're the instructor and everything, but we can't carry the ball. How can we get a decent shot at the peach basket?
All right. Maybe we can allow a carry of a couple of steps.
And Mr. Naismith, sir, it sure slows things down having to climb up here every time.
Well, then let's cut the bottom out of the basket.
Ah, but I need these baskets back.
Maybe getting in.
What? Whoa. This is a condensed version. They had the guy saying, remember they had the guy snarkily saying to the old man, we'll just cut some holes out of the baskets. Do you remember that?
No. Oh, yeah, 'cause then they use a broom. I don't know. Maybe it's not done.
Well,
100 years after James Naismith
No,
of
they
Belmont,
cut it.
Ontario invented it, basketball
I
was
think
being played by
they should
hundreds
have
of
got a
millions of
younger
people
guy to
around.
climb up the ladder to get the ball. And then
Yeah.
they got a man that was like, what, 99 years old?
They got this guy to climb up and down the ladder every time they threw it in there. You know, back and forth. This old man, he has a heart attack after the 30th time during the game.
Find a child to get that ball.
Surrounded with athletes. He's surrounded by athletes.
It's an old man.
Yeah. My little brother says it right there. He's like, let's cut the bottom out of the basket. And he says it all snarkily. Now, why would they cut that out? An alternate version. Yes, maybe. I don't know. I'm very concerned about that. But not concerned enough to really worry.
I'm concerned about that old man climbing, getting those basketballs out of the peach baskets.
Nice. Well, look, everyone. It's almost that time. Anti-Decepticon does make a good point before we leave. Sports would not have existed without a man and a ladder. Sir Vixalot, good evening. And, yeah, so there you go. We invented basketball. Apparently Winnie the Pooh somehow.
Winnie the Pooh.
Brain surgery.
Brain surgery,
Well,
of
not that.
course.
That's kind of generalizing.
Well, he mapped the brain.
Yes, the
greatest
genomes.
Canadian.
He mapped the genomes. Don't mess with that. So, look, everyone. I'll while we say goodbye on the way out there, I'll open up the chest, not to worry and whatnot. So, look, everyone, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. And
Monday.
Yeah, all the best. Until then, peace out, and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, what more can one say?
Thank you for tuning in to the Irrational Times live stream.
Promotional consideration provided by Kitty B and Fat Keck Boy. Guest of the Irrational Times livestream, stay at the luxurious Holiday Inn Hotel. Bedbug free since 2018. Transportation provided by Frozen Asians Limousine Service. Get you there on time, every time. So from all of us to all of you, this is Dixie Crush, saying we'll see you next time.
Crocodile tears of rain.
Are you guys all still here? Don't you guys have wives and children? Get out of here. Go. It's over. The show's done. Okay, bye. See you.